Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Matt Bell. I like to live a physically, mentally, and spiritually healthy lifestyle, and my goal with these videos is to help you all do the same and to make progress towards your aspirations. Today's video is about instant gratification and delayed gratification. If you're not familiar with these terms, instant gratification feels good right now but makes your life worse in the long term, and delayed gratification is hard right now, but makes your life better in the long term. Some examples of instant gratification are drugs, content consumption like watching movies even, or especially scrolling through social media like TikTok or Instagram. Eating junk food is another really bad one. Staying up late or sleeping in is really common. And these all negatively affect your life in the long term. And you can see how this happens through worse health, physical or mental, less results like poor grades, less money made in business or in your job. And delayed gratification is the opposite of that. Stuff like going to the gym, reading, working hard on your schoolwork or business or your job, whatever. And the compounding effect of these are very great over a long period of time. Instant gratification becomes much less enjoyable. You've probably noticed this with social media, for example. You're probably bored of scrolling through TikTok now. Especially with drugs, this is a much greater effect due to your brain becoming desensitized to these chemicals and the feeling you get from them. On the other hand, going to the gym, for example, or running, any physical activity, it's hard when you're doing it, but over time it becomes more enjoyable. I love going to the gym. I love running. It's often the best part of my days. And I also get the long-term benefits. I get a better physique. I feel better. I'm just much better off all around in life because of that. And these compounding effects, you can think of it like an exponential graph. You know, over time, the good habits will increase in velocity. You will make more gains as you become more advanced in the gym. In some ways, not accounting for newbie gains, of course. Knowledge is more valuable to you once you've read 100 books. You know so much at that point, and all the knowledge works together. And delayed gratification, of course, goes down very fast once you get to a certain threshold. You know, if you've ever laid in bed while you're sick or something, or you had a day off, and you've just scrolled and scrolled and scrolled through social media, by the end of the day, you feel like garbage. You don't have any motivation to do anything at all hard. And you really don't even want to do anything easy. You're not enjoying scrolling through social media anymore. And this leads to a very dark place in life. This can lead to depression. And that's what I want to talk about next, what this does to your brain. Instant gratification and delayed gratification. If you're doing delayed gratification, this is how you build self-love and self-respect. If you want to learn more about this, I've got another video on this. Look up Matt Bell Self-Love to see that video. When your past self makes sacrifices to do the hard work, going to the gym, reading, working hard, whatever it is that you're thinking of right now, your future self is able to reap the rewards of those. And you look back and you think, that guy's awesome. He worked really hard. He sacrificed so much so that I can enjoy life more now. And that's a beautiful feeling. If you haven't experienced that in a while, try it out. It's life-changing. And dopamine is another big thing. Now, people speak about dopamine a lot lately in this self-improvement community. A lot of it is misunderstood or misrepresented. So I won't speak on that too much. I'm not a neuroscientist. I don't know too much about the topic. But if you've got your baseline of dopamine right here, and then you go to the gym, that takes a little bit of motivation. You don't really have the dopamine to want to do that. So it dips down a little bit. But you may have heard that after you hit a workout, your dopamine increases. Now your baseline's up here. You're feeling better than you felt when you were down here. So in the long term, it's a positive. And when you do delayed gratification, for example, drugs is pretty much the greatest example of delayed instant gratification, sorry. So you're over here, and then let's say you hit a vape or something, and that spikes up. After that, you're not going to go back down to your baseline. First of all, the spike will be very short. By the time you're done, you won't even remember how good it felt. You're just going to be left with the trough. You have peaks and troughs in your dopamine wave pool, you can think of it. I'll make another video explaining that idea more. You've gone up and down very quickly, and now your baseline is lower. So you feel bad after you've done it. And that keeps happening. You keep getting shorter and shorter spikes, so it feels worse, and your baseline goes down and down and down. And of course, that leads to a very awful life in the long term. You want to do the opposite of that. That's pretty much all I've got on the topic for today. It's a very deep topic, one very dear to my heart. I think about it a lot. You should really try to do only instant delayed gratification rather than instant gratification. Of course, that's not possible. No one's perfect. But the more instant gratification you do, the less enjoyable delayed gratification will be. If you cut out instant gratification largely, delayed gratification will start to have more of an instant gratification effect. You'll enjoy going to the gym more, you'll enjoy running more, you'll enjoy all of these habits. Whatever you find the most hard, you'll be able to enjoy that more. And the reasons you're not enjoying it and the reasons you find it hard is because you're doing the bad habits, the instant gratification. So let me know what you struggle with most when it comes to delayed gratification or instant gratification. For me, it was probably scrolling on short form content. You know, it's so easy. Whenever you're bored, you can just get a little bit of dopamine. And my hardest delayed gratification is probably still reading. I have a hard time squeezing that into my schedule. Even though I love learning, I've got a huge collection of books. My tripod's actually on top of some of it. I'll speak more on the books I have later, but that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching.